I prepared freaking folders just in case if there's anything change. Okay, let's get into the games. Oh wait, is that Morse code? I forgot to screenshot it. No, is that Morse code? Hey yo, what's up? My name is iPhong and welcome back to Doki Doki Blue Sky. And I have a suspicion of this intro. Is that the Morse code? Is that Morse code? I didn't catch up. But yeah, I have prepared the folders overlays already. I mean, every time when I actually turn the views off on the original games, you can actually see the folders and my cursor as well. So yeah, just in case. And so far there's nothing changed in the character yet. There's still Monica's.chr, Natsuki.chr, Seri.chr, and Yuri.chr. I mean, they are there for a reason, right? I mean, you can, you're not seeing here because my face got blocked, but the file size in Monica's.chr is bigger than the rest. So yeah. Also, for those who actually don't get to Doki Doki Blue Skies yet, I encourage you to re-download Doki Doki Literature Club's ddlc as originals, and I put the game link in the description down below as always. And also you download the mod in these social medias, and then you just go into the game folders, and then you replace the script. You replace this, and if there's a first run in the freaking folders, delete them. But so far I don't have any first run. Maybe because I already play games. But yeah, so anyway, so far so good. Nothing changed in the folders. We're going back to the game, the ddlc. So I mean DDBS. Wait, how did I not come up with that? DDBS. Doki Doki Blue Skies and DDBS. I didn't even come up to that. I'm sorry. Don't think of BS in the wrong way. Alright, let's go back to the second poems in the game, I guess. Alright, so I mean, I'm gonna stick to the girls that I'm enjoy, I guess. I mean, come on. Bouncies, mangas, I already picked those. I mean, come on, it's pretty obvious. Girls love clothes, girls love sweet things, girls love cleanliness. I mean, come on. Also, I heard that girls like dessert. Alright. Okay then. I didn't know Natsuki like games as well. Okay, I'm going in the wrong directions here. Uh-oh. You know what? I'm just gonna play safe. I know which girl I'm gonna pick. I mean, come on. I'm just gonna play safe. I mean, some people in the original games already know how this works. However, once you already play the original games, you don't know how this thing's gonna work. So, you know. Well, there's poems. Is there anything different in the folders? Not yet. Yeah. Just a few days ago, I never would have thought I'd look forward to an extracurricular so much. But here I am back now for another club's meeting, and anticipating new antics from everybody's. The user scene awaits me as I step into the club rooms. Hi, iPhong. Hey, Sayori. Looks like you're in good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the clubs. That's all. Is that so? Well, it's nice to see you so cheery. Anyway, what's new? Oh, I got some exciting news. Hey, what's up? Did you know that the student store sells that new brands of strawberry milk now? Really? I didn't know that. I saw when I passed by on my way there. Right here. I should have known better than to expect the actual news from Sayori. I don't think I tried that yet. I don't know, strawberry milk is usually too sweet for me. What? But it's great for with melon bread. Sayori, you could eat a packet of raw sugars and you still say it's not sweet enough. Hey, that's an exaggeration. Seriously though, it goes really well with bread. The milk is sweet, but it still has that unique hot strawberry flavors, and that is by the richness of the milk. And when you pair that with fresh bread, the sweetness is spread out even more so that it has just the right amount of flavors. Wow, since when you're such a being a foodie, Sayori? Wow, when you did become a Gordon Ramsay? Totally. I was gonna asking a sentence since when Sayori is being my god, I cannot believe that he's made into the games. Since when Sayori becomes a foodie and now creators of this mod. I mean, when did you become Gordon Ramsay? I mean, he's a good chef, honestly. I'm a food expert, so you should trust me on this. I mean, given how many snacks you eat every day, I don't doubt that you know your food well. Yeah. I mean, come on, we eat meats and vegetables every day, but it doesn't mean that we can be a good cook. I'm gonna take that as a compliment, you meanie. So I'm a meanie for giving her a compliment. Anyway, are you hungry now? Talking about food always makes me hungry. That you mention it, maybe a little. Great. Let's go to student stores and buy snacks together then. Now I see what she's playing at. I raise an eyebrows and Sayori notice. My iPhone, why you look at me like that? Well, Sayori, I have nothing suspicious that you're only trying to convince me to come because you don't have any money. And you just want me to buy you a snack. What? I would never do that. Oh really? Then let's see your purse. Your purse. Let's see it. Sayori laughs outwardly as she pulls out her purse. She opens it and dumps its contents onto the desk. Two small coins found for ow. Two small coins for now. This little rules might actually work. Sayori not put it on me numerous times when we were younger. The amount of times she managed to trick me into buying her another ice cream. I guess some things never change. Nice try, Sayori. No fair, how did you know? Now wouldn't you like to know? Let's just go eat intuitions. In response, she sticks her tongue out at me. Typical. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was eavesdropping. Looking over in her direction, I catch her picking over the top of the books. I wasn't listening to anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell iPhong to let me borrow some money. That's unacceptable. That's what I say. That's not my business, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. It's shameful to manipulate people into doing or buying things for you. Wow, isn't that real harsh? I'm only messing around with Sayori after all. I mean, it's a good point. You cannot just waste money. Yeah, I didn't mean that. That came out much harsher than I intended. Sorry, don't worry, Yuri, you make a point. You cannot just waste money on something that you can not. You just waste it, like just a few seconds anyway. Yuri blushes in embarrassment, looking away from us while playing with the strand of her hair. I apologize for how I've been acting lately. It looks like she still might be a bit ashamed of how she acted yesterday. You know, it's okay to be honest sometimes. You shouldn't always keep things that bother you to yourself. There's no way you could think that after you were right though. I shouldn't trick people into buying me things. Funny how your 10-year-old self didn't see it that way. You let out a small laugh, covering her mouth with her hands, even the way she laughs to make this shy purpose. Is this mischievous behavior something you're seriously used to display as a child then? Oh yeah, I thought back and then I fell for it, time and time again. You wouldn't believe how much candy Sayori managed to con me out of. Well, don't make me out this. And don't make me out to be so sneaky, iPhong. All those candies were so good. A surprise Sayori coming from you. I guess there's a little devil inside us, isn't there? I still remember from the original games. What's going on here? Well, nothing much. Sayori here was just up to some mischief. Oh, yeah, she's trying to trick me into buying her snack. Hey, that's not true. Admit it, Sayori. Monica smiles wryly and turns to me. I'm assuming this isn't the first time. I guess. Well, you'll be right. We all share a little chuckle at that, where everyone except Sayori does. Obviously, because Sayori being made fun of. Hey, you guys are being really mean. Okay, we're sorry, but you did bring this upon yourself. Yeah, I know. But in my defense, I'm really hungry. Well, let's get a chance in. If you're really that hungry, you can have this if you want. She offers up a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori immediately snatches it out of her hands. Thank you. Arigato gozaimasu, Natsuki-chan. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Just don't hug it because it's gonna make your clothes dirty. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrappers and takes a big bite. So good. Uh-oh. What's the matter? Suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. I bit my tongue. That's the reason why you still not as foodie as Gordon Ramsay. You're going to a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her whole cookie. You look really good too, Natsuki. Yeah, try it. Jeez, beggars can be choosers, but yours is charcoal. Why do you think I gave you that one? I mean, come on, everyone wants their own to be more delicious than what you get. Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you share this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes in behind Natsuki and wraps her arm around her. Jeez. Get it, I get it. Cookie is still in hand. Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you Sayori just do that? Mouthful, Sayori just away safely. I feel bad for Natsuki. Just gave her cookie back. Yuri, Monica, and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori to quit taking my stuff? Sayori, you know you shouldn't do something like that without permission. Monica scolds Sayori. I know. I'm sorry, Natsuki, but it was so good. Hey! Everyone but Natsuki chuckles. These things happens a lot, Monica. A little bit too much to be honest. Don't worry, it's all good fun. Good fun is teasing each other from time to time, not stealing food. Oh, calm down, it's no big deal. Natsuki passes in her seat. Everyone comes down and quickly returns to their normal activities. Sayori has already managed to finish the entire cookie. Meanwhile, Natsuki gets up and heads down for the closet, and Yuri is already lost in her book. So, you ready? Huh? Alright. I wasn't expecting Natsuki to want to start reading so quickly. Not that I wasn't looking forward to it. Well, let's get going. Alright, I'll follow you. Natsuki excitedly walks over to the process I cheer behind. You're gonna like this follow my phone. Or that overarching plot you've been wanting finally. Monica! What? Something's wrong? I glanced inside the closet and immediately noticed the problem. All of Natsuki's boxes are sitting on top shelf. Where? It's not... Did you remove all my stuff again? About that. The teachers got mad because of how much room your stuff was taking up and moved it around. I was going to try to put it back, but I didn't have enough time this morning. Sorry. That's just great. Natsuki attempts to reach the top shelf with a little success. She moves around some of the school supplies on the lower shelves to make rooms. There's plenty of room. I'm moving this back now. I noticed the collapsible stool hanging on the sides of the closet wall. Here, use this. I take the stool off the walls and hand it to Natsuki, who quickly props it up and hops on. The stool is just barely high enough to allow Natsuki to retrieve one of her boxes. She uses her fingertips to inch the box toward the edge of the shelf. Once she gets a good grip on it, she quickly hops off the stool. See? Easy. Natsuki holds the box up triumphantly before placing on one of the lower shelves. Do you want me to get the rest of them? I can handle it myself. Why? I just need something taller. I mean, you can ask someone. Natsuki pokes her head out of the closet and scans the room. All the chairs are attached to the desk, so it's nearly impossible to get them in the closet. Aha! She heads for the teacher's desk and reaches the computer chairs sitting behind it. Who thinks standing on the computer chairs is a good idea? I mean, come on, you cannot stay in the chairs I'm sitting at. I mean, it's spinning and it's just shaking. You will get easily fall. Who thinks that standing on the computer chair is a good idea? I watched as she wheels it into the closet and probably hop on. And we're back doing this scene, but Natsuki is not a good idea. I told you I didn't need your help. I'm perfectly capable of doing this on my own. It's not a good idea, Natsuki. Computer chairs are shaking. Alright? You're gonna fall. Are we gonna see that happen again? Since the computer chair is on wheel, it swivels from side to side as Natsuki stands on it. Steady, steady. Natsuki clearly doesn't want any help, so I just either on the doorway of the closet and watch. Sure. As she wish. She shakingly grabs boxes and places them on the lower shelves. Ah, here it is. Natsuki pulls the puffy girl's boxes off the shelf. She then opens the box and digs around in it with one of while holding the box with the others. Suddenly the chair starts to give out under Natsuki's feet. Okay. Let me ask you a question again, Natsuki. You need my help? I rush over to Natsuki, placing my hand on the back of the chairs, probably propping my foot under one of my wheels. Of the wheels, not my wheels. I don't have any wheels. Luckily, I managed to steady the chairs and prevent Natsuki from falling off. The manga, on the other hand, the box. Wait, you dropped... Natsuki, you dropped the box? I'm sorry, I was trying to help you. I feel books shower down on my head and my back, the hardcover leaving a painful bruise. Ouch! Natsuki quickly jumped up the chair. God, look what you did, idiot. Hey, I was trying to help, Natsuki. What I did? You made me drop the books everywhere. You wouldn't have fallen out of the chair if I didn't save you. I wouldn't have been fine. Are you sure? Natsuki turns back to the closet as it reflecting on the events that just occurs. When she turns back, she lowers her head. Okay, maybe you did help me from falling. So, thanks. You're welcome. Now we should probably clean this mess up. People get on knees and begin cleaning up the spilled mangas novels. Okay, none of them got damaged in the fall. There are only around 15 or so books, so we finished fairly quickly. Once everything is back on the box, Natsuki puts the box back on the shelf, but not before I snag the second volumes. Still wanna read? I hold the books up. The expression Natsuki makes me is priceless, and I can't help but smile. She happy is back now. Oh, you know, I'm pretty satisfied with these mangas. Natsuki was right. It's really good in 6 volumes. I was right, wasn't I? Yep, that was pretty good. Tell ya so. Okay, Monica. That's a good timing. Just finished the second volumes of the mangas that Natsuki gave to me. Okay, Mina. It's time to share poems again. I sigh. Guess we'll read some more later. You sound like you're excited. I am. I mean, come on. Just wait for the next day, and then you're playing. Just like playing games. Like sometimes you don't even have much time, and you have to do something else. You just wait to the next day, and you actually play sections. But for now, I'm actually trying to play these games at all once because I'm in the middle of the packaging on trying to prepare when exactly I'm going back to my home country, Vietnam. So I don't have much time to actually wait weeks after weeks or actually play days after days to play the games. So it's really sad that I have to play the games at once. But for you guys and girls, actually have the time to actually wait for a week to just keep the excitement. I keep Natsuki away before heading back to my seat and grabbing my poems. Okay, we are back again. Also, I really like the detail. You can see at the back there's a chair and the boxes. And wow, I like the detail so much. I mean, don't forget the detail on the lightings as well, because the sun shines through the windows and there leaves the lightness part. That's good details. See, I don't want to miss anything. Let's go for Natsuki. Natsuki reads my poems, but I just want to say, are you okay? Are you hurt, Natsuki? I mean, at the end of the day, I try to help you, but the books just drop into my head. Ouch. But now she had to have read it at least twice. Is everything alright? Oh yeah. Natsuki looks down at my poems. It's good. Okay, really good. There, I said it. Then what's the problems? This wasn't how it was supposed to go. I was supposed to be a pro. You were supposed to write like me. Instead, you just... Natsuki was dressed off. Natsuki, I do write like you. Huh? My style is heavily influenced by yours. Did you not notice that before? Natsuki reads my poems once more. Her face turns completely red as she reads, and once she finishes, she looks down at the floor. Natsuki, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. That's not only is your poetry really good, but you also fight against the trends of normal poetries, and you fight hard. That alone is pretty impressive. Don't sell yourself short. You are the pro. I'm trying to live up to your skill levels. Natsuki takes a moment to digest what I said. Really? Really? Thanks. No problem. Let's see your poems. Now let's see your poems. Yeah, sure. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This... Oh my god, this is so... It's getting serious now. Why you make a title like that? I don't get it. I don't get why people will hate on good rhymes. They act like it's dumb and a waste of their time. I don't diss their free verse deep subject types. Be dark all you want. Just keep in your grips. Oh sure, you can tell me if you have a problem. Just keep it constructive and things will be awesome. I'd like you to know that our readers will differ. There is no best style. You smoke out glue sniffers. This is so straightforward. Natsuki, are you trying to tell me something through these poems? My poems may be simple and often straightforward, but charm can be found in such whimsies and orders. Not all poems can be as complex as you like. If you think otherwise, you can go take a hike. What about kids or the elderly too? Some risk for fun, I guess, unlike you. Let us just go and enjoy what is written. You won't like it, or that much is a given. But give things a chance. You might find something nice. Just open your mind and that will suffice. My God, it's so straightforward. I mean, Natsuki is right all her seriousness out. My God. We know what's coming. Okay, what our main protagonist has saying here. So what do you think? It's been well written at least. I'm not sure how I should confront Natsuki about this. Yeah. She being serious in her poems. But to say that she still holds a grudge from yesterday would be an understatement. God forbid you read see this poem. Yeah. If you read see this poem, I mean, please, no more arguments, okay? Hey, well, that's a given. But you could say that I was inspired. It really felt good to power out this line. Poetry is amazing emotional outlet, you know. Anyway, I can't wait to show Yuri this. Really? Natsuki? I don't know if Yuri's gonna think it's gonna be okay. Wait, Chotomate. Nani? Natsuki, do you really think that showing her this poem is a good idea? Yeah. I don't think so. You're really going at her throat with this. Don't you think that you should work out your issue with her? Yeah, well, she never tries to see things in my way. So why should I? I think that's the wrong way to go about this. Relationships are two-way street, but people have to work to make things right. Yeah, when there's some things wrong, just go ask to someone and they will solve your problems. Obviously. Why don't you try being a bigger person and just talk to her first? But I already know that she's not going to try. She just always so preoccupied with looking complicated and smart. It's clear to me that she doesn't care if anyone can understand her, including me. You can't understand her if you don't even try. She might speak using more complex vocabulary, and she may have mannerisms that seem strange to you. But from what I've seen of the poem use, she's more similar to you than you might think. That's... Aren't you judging a book by its cover right now? Good line. That's a good question. That's one way to actually fight back. Well, whatever. You can hold this grudge forever, you know. At least think of Monica and say Yuri. Fine, I won't show Yuri my poems. Are you happy? I won't be happy until you try to talk to her. She's not going to bite, Natsuki. Alright, I get it. I try to talk to her sometimes. Thanks, you're gonna do the club proud. Shut it. But you know, I'm glad that we share a similar writing style at least. It's cool not to talk to someone who well gets me. I'll be enjoying sharing with you. So consider yourself lucky. Alright, I will. I'll be looking forward tomorrow. Same here. Sometimes my mouse having to click twice to actually consider the scenes. I don't know why. Well, of course we're going to the same patterns then. Ooh, I really like this one, iPhong. Better than yesterday, huh? Let me think. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know. Sorry. I'm probably not the best person to get feedback from. Monica once told me it's impossible to really rate the poems because they're so subjective. So I judge poems through my heart. I guess I look for how the poem makes me feel. I hope that helps. I guess some feedbacks is better than no feedbacks, right? Right? Right. Speaking of feedbacks, do you want to read my poems now? Sure, obviously. But it looks the same. Sayori, are you even trying? It looks the same, so I remember this. I remember this from the original games, it's the same. Bottles are popped, my scarf like a lid up in the cookie jars. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumbs and four fingers and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottles in the shelves with all the other bottles. Happy thought in bottles or in a row. It's the same from the original games. Sayori, do you even try? My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle start like to make amends. Sometimes my friends feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night more dreams. Friends after friends more bottles. Deepers and deepers my finger goes. Not like exploring the dark cave, discovering the secret hidings in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time and laughs. My empty shelves could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. If they come in such a hurry, do they want my bottle that much? I frantically put them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friends, each and every bottles. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tiles between my feet. Happy thought is charged over the floor. It was supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They are shouting, bleating some things, but all I hear is echo inside my head. This one hints something. Echo inside your head. So that's when you know that there is something's wrong. But it's the same. It's the same poems. Sayori, do you try? Well, Sayori, I didn't expect it at all. Did you really write this? Of course I did. Remember I said I write the best poem ever yesterday? Well, here it is. Although Monica has taught me a lot. I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. So that's what this poem's about. I suppose that much was obvious. Unlike Yuri's and Monica's poem series are relatively simple to figure out. So yeah, I interpreted this correctly. You're basically doing everything you can to keep your friends happy. Yeah, you got it. Are you sure, creator, who made this mod? I can't have a really bad feeling about this. I really enjoy writing this one, just getting your thoughts out onto papers and turning them into poems. That is like magic. Well, I think it's amazing. You should be really proud of it. Thank you, iPhong. That means a lot. I didn't think that was good enough. Nah, it's great. Seriously. I can't help but notice that the latter half of the poem isn't quite as cheery. In fact, it's somewhat alarming, a very dark construct from the cheeriness I'm used to with Sayori. Although maybe I'm looking into this a little too much, but the end of the poem is pretty dark. Yeah, that's what I. And you say you've been in touch with your feelings recently, so yeah, I'm just checking. 本当に大丈夫ですか? Of course, baga. I forgot to tell you, I really like writing about bittersweet stuff. Stuff that isn't just happy or just sad, a mixture of the two. And this poem shows what I mean. It's just my writing style. Oh, okay, that makes sense, I guess. Well, either way, I'm glad you're enjoying writing so much. I hope you keep it up. Good to have a hobby. Of course, and hopefully you'll also stick with it. So I look forward to seeing all the poems you write in the future. There are no guarantees there, but just from seeing the passion in Sayori's eyes, it's hard to be pessimistic. But you never know. I mean, I can be happy in any times, but you never know that there will be the times in my head I'm stressed out so hard. I mean, come on. Life is hard, man. Hi again, iPhong. I'm just thinking that Crossing been doing you well. Same as yesterday. That's nice to hear. So how's the writing going? Alright, I guess. But let me guess, Monica writing tips of the days. Since the previous episode you were talking the same things, I'm guessing you're gonna tell me the same things in this mod again. Just alright, No, I guess I should say this revolutionized my world, and brought color into my previously lifeless life. Well, I said about the clouds, if not the poetry really has made my days more interesting. Okay. Can it with the sarcasm, misters? At least you're not hating it though, right? It's been an interesting experience at least, giving me a new hobby to do. I'm happy that you're applying yourself at least. Maybe you soon come up with a masterpiece. I would not count on that. You never know. Want to see what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poems to Monica's. Alright. You can see that you put in some good effort there. You wrote it in the same style as yesterday, huh? Yeah, I guess so. No need to look so nervous, I was just saying. Natsuki must rub it up on you. I mean, it's only natural when that someone's writing style would rub up on me, given how I've been spending time with on you more experienced writers. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, that does make sense. That does make sense. Yeah. But I would not want you to feel forced to imitate everyone's styles just to pander to us either. So just write however you want. Anyway, Natsuki poems are cute because they tend to put an emphasis on meters, rhyme schemes, and simple, straightforward words. These all contribute to giving her a poetry a more sing-song quality. You could say that her poems become almost musical with their inherent beats. Of course, the words she uses are usually just plain cute as well. This is all just to say that your poetry has the same qualities. Yeah, I guess I could do some of that stuff. I just like playing around with the syllables and trying to get my poems to flow. And that's definitely one of the main difference between poetry and prose. In poetry, you're able to change up how you want the word to be said and even perceived. And speaking of flow, have you ever noticed that rap is kind of like another form of poetry? I know, right? I mean, come on, like most people sing that hip hops and rap musics are they trying to keep the rhythms going, and they having to write a lot. And honestly, for those who write songs for rap or hip hop music, they really good at literatures. I mean, come on. I mean, most of the rappers or hip hops in real life, they just not cursing around. They just put them in the rap or hip hop musics. They actually put their feelings inside of it, because not all rap or hip hop musics are bad. It just tells how their life is. I mean, come on, just give rap and hip hop creators some credits. I never thought about it that way, but yeah, I guess song lyrics are just another form of poetry, especially rap, since they need to focus on wordplay and fitting nice rhythm. Agreed. You're just trying to keep the rhythm going. I actually used to hate rap music. Well, I don't think that's not too uncommon sentiments. Yeah. Fortunately, some of my friends come into it and help me keep an open mind. It might sound kind of silly, but I wish I had rappers in the literature clubs. Sorry, I don't, alright? I don't rap well. Sorry. I just think it would be really interesting to see what they came up with. If I find any rappers, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, you want to show me your poems now? I think it's about time we let your poems shine. Sure thing, iPhong. I like the way this one turns out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Is this something different or something same? It's something different. Okay. Pressurized. I float there. In vast, hollow emptiness, large but small. Grandiose and overwhelming, yet a dust mote, dripping, meandering, carry along and in endless void. But then I realized my eyes open, bloodshot, my mouth opens, gasping for breath in this crushing, suppressing, restraining, boundless, everlasting, suffocating vacuum of torments. My God, I must be passed out, tall, screaming with no mouth, stretching, restraining, unrelenting, clawing with no nails, disintegrating in a suffocating forms of absence. Oh my God. Are we going serious now? Monica, what are you trying to do? I mean, I guess Monica is being pressured by something. What is going on? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? Really a freeform tool, if that's what you call it. Also, yeah, because in Vietnam there's actually a book, and it was made by a former gangster, what I can actually say it, and it just teach you how to be successful in life. But I don't know about this. Alright, he made a lot of typos, errors, as well as just unnecessary spaces, and I don't know about this. If you write books like that in real life, you get into trouble, deep trouble. Yeah, freeform too, yeah. I guess it's just a way of write, but don't write it when you publish any books. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kinds of things I never seen before, I guess. The other girls don't do this stuff nearly as much as you, at least. Yeah, you could say that they're a bit more traditional when it comes to their structure. But I kind of like playing with my space on the papers. But don't you ever think about how many papers being wasted every year? And how many trees are being cut down every year? Choosing a way and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poems. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they are trying to speak over the noise. It fragments everything and leaves dissonant tones with the readers. I see. I guess there's a lot of things you can do with poetry. Definitely, poetry is very much an art form. You meant to craft poems using never before seen combinations of words to interpret the world around you. You really love poetry, huh? Maybe you should write a poem about poetry someday. That's not a bad idea. Anyway, it's still hard for me to tell what your poem's about. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right questions. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling or conversation with readers. So being that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, it's gonna be the same things or it's gonna be a different one. Here's Monica writing tips of the day. It's a different one. Wow, okay. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? Always. Yes, that's me in real life. Always. Now we all had to experience that at this point with a poetry discussion and all, but it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm and respond to something you can put so much into. If you find other people who enjoy writing though, then sharing becomes a lot easier. I'm not sure about this. Even like some of the teachers, they really like writing about essays of paragraphs that happenings around their life. Then suddenly there's students actually show the writings and the teachers was like laughing off. I mean, I'm really bad at literature, man. because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, and they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue to improve it. Yeah, it definitely is more helpful getting real criticism and feedback rather than just empty words. I guess I really hit the mother load with the literature clubs. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. That's a totally different one. I mean, come on, we already know with this option. I mean, we can have this person laugh. I'm sorry if I offended you. I said that Natsuki writing style wasn't the best, but it seems that you prefer that style to mine, so in a way, I was saying that your writing style is the best. Hey, you don't need to discriminate. My god. Did Natsuki show her the poems to you? Natsuki, tell me that you didn't. I was saying that your writing style is fast. Well, Yuri, that's a bit of a leap. I hope you can forgive me. Yuri, it's okay for you to have an opinion. That doesn't make you evil. I should have known this would happen. If I try to prepare my words, it just sounds awkward and weird. But if I try to speak my mind, I come up unfiltered, and people dislike me anyways. So please don't force yourself to be around me. And not that this is what. Wait. I don't think anyone wants that, but since that we've seen the original games, something's bad's gonna happen, isn't it? I know this is what Monica wants, but it's clear that you would be happier if you spend more time around the others. Yuri, please, you don't have to be me, it's okay. Yuri, you don't need to push yourself too hard, and just actually roast me like this. Besides, I have my books with me. They never abandon me or leave me alone. They're all I ever needed anyway. If I pick Yuri in the poems writing, are you gonna say something different? Yuri shows me a plaintive smile before turning around, heading back to her own desk. I really didn't mean to upset her, but no matter what I say, she won't listen to me. She really seems to think I hate her, although that couldn't be further from the truth. I said to myself, all I can do is accept that that's how she is. If she actually wants to be alone, I have to respect that request and let her be. I mean, that's true. Most girls don't want other people to be around. They just want to have their personal space. So be it. So be it. Okay, Mina. We are all done reading with each other's poems, right? Actually, is there anything you want to say? Natsuki and I haven't shared yet. Uh-oh, I can feel the storms coming on. Yuri hesitantly approached Natsuki, who isn't meeting her eyes. And considering Natsuki's poems for today, it's no wonder that she doesn't want to share with Yuri. Judging by Monica and Sayuri answers with expression, they seem to be thinking along the same lines I am. I can practically see Natsuki sweating pinballs. Meanwhile, Yuri appears to be blissfully unaware of the situations. And how can I save this situation? Honestly, this situation is... how can we save this? I convinced Natsuki to reconcile with Yuri, but if she sees Natsuki's poem, well, it's all over. How can we save this situation? So Natsuki, if I may... How about we do this tomorrow instead? You know what you do better? I think Natsuki can actually write another poems. I think the only way to rescue this situation is Natsuki has to write another poems, like make it 2 poems. I mean, one for the original one and one for just in case. But if she didn't do that like we do, how about we do it tomorrow instead? I'm not feeling well. It's my time of the mouth. I can practically see Monica's internally face palming. Natsuki must have forgotten that the club isn't all girls anymore. Is that so? I'm sorry, you must feel absolutely terrible if you can't even share your poems today. You don't need to apologize, it's not your fault. I can definitely share it tomorrow. Well, even if you aren't well enough to share your own poems, would you like to share mine? Would you like to see mine? Good question. Natsuki, I think in this situation you really need to see Yuri's. I mean, endure it, alright? What did thinking of your argument the other day? I suppose that I wanted to show you that I'm more open-minded than I may have appeared, as a way of repenting. I know that it's not much, but hopefully this can contribute to a reconciliation between us. Although we may have our disagreements, I would like to consider you a friend. Our friends forgive each other. I'm sorry, that's presumptuous of me to say. No, it's not presumptuous of you to say that, because I like to consider you a friend too. So you can hand over that poem then. With a shy smile, Yuri sent the sheets of papers in her hands over Natsuki. As Natsuki reads upon her eyes with them. Oh, you're using random stuff like me? You did say that you convinced me to practice adding more lyricism to my poetry. Natsuki looks like she's speechless for once. Thanks, Yuri. It's awesome. There's really no need to thank me. I'm really glad that I got to know you, and I definitely have something that knock your socks off tomorrow. Then I'll be looking forward to that. I do hope that you feel better tomorrow as well, so that you could share your works with me then. Yeah, of course. That was a crisis and a half avoided. Crisis and a half. I'm really glad that Natsuki and Yuri worked things out, and it seems Monica and Sayori feels the same way. And I think it's better than Natsuki to tear off her second poems, because, I mean, argument's over. It's good to see everyone's getting along. Now that we are done sharing though, I have something to discuss with you all. There's a great opportunity to explaining the clubs that's coming up. Is it about the festival? You could say that. Do we really have to do this thing? Do we really have to do something? It's only a few days, so it's not like we're able to come up with anything good. Yes, that's something I'm concerned about as well. With such a little time left to repair, I will be able to put together anything good enough to attract new members. Yeah, we just end up embarrassing ourselves. Oh, don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, alright? And nothing more than a few decorations. I can design some pamphlets to hand out at the events, and Sayori makes posters and to put up around the school. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't mean that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. So sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We're going to put on a poetry performance. A what? Monica, everyone's going to choose one poem to recite out loud. It doesn't have to be written by you, as long as you put your heart into your recitations. Although of course it'd be great if you could show up your own work. And the cool part is, we are also going to let anyone else come out and recite their poems too. Yeah, I put your things on a poster and just say bring your own poems. It's gonna be so cool. I think it's a good idea because it doesn't, I mean, this girl cannot do alone. I mean, they need other people to get involved too. Sayori pulls a poster out of her bag and holds up here for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? Don't tell me you started putting those posters up already. Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? You didn't even ask her before you started advertising. You never agreed to stand out in front of a bunch of random people and perform poems. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fears. Guys, yes, let's please calm down and take a moment and think about it. I understand that you two haven't had much experience sharing your points out loud. In fact, we all haven't done that much. But I still think we should try our best. Look around. Monica motions to all of us. We're all here because we have a passion for literature and these clubs. Don't you want to share that passion with other people to inspire them to pursue their inner writers? Yeah, it's all about exploring yourself and trying new things or having fun. Monica and I nod our heads in agreements. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I agree too. I mean, everyone wants to show their own abilities, their own strength. Natsuki and Yuri, on the other hand, remain silent. Come on. Guess that means it's my turn to say something. I mean, I don't think it's that much to ask. As Monica said, we're all here because we care about the clubs and want to see it flourish. And if all that means is 2 minute PUBG performance, then I think we can manage. Siri, Monica's face light up as I finish speaking. It isn't like me, we don't care about the clubs. It's just, do we really have to perform? You know how hard it is to get new members. It's because people are just narrow-minded jerk. They don't even give literature a chance. Who to say that this festival will be any different? I'm inclined to agree with Natsuki. I'm sorry, Monica, I know how much you want to do this, but I just can't imagine performing in front of a crowd of strangers. I will get shy too. I will be acting in the same things. I mean, I remember at the times when I was going in the offline, there's so many people to actually appear there, and I always having to think that I have to actually talk to each of one of them and try to get to know each and one of them. It's just making me feel like less confidence, and it's just really tough. But it's really interesting because I really want to share it all at once, and people just want to get blending and just talking fun around with the games we all really enjoy. But yeah, I mean, I don't mind, but I really like to actually talk with people, especially in the events. But unfortunately, because of disease happening around, I don't think there's much other events are happening nowadays. Well, at least Yuri and Natsuki have proven they can agree on something. Monica sighs, her eyes closed as she rubs her temples. Look guys, I know your answers. I understand that, I really do. To be honest with you, I've only been nervous myself. I know it's my club, so people are going to judge me the worst if our performance doesn't go well. That's okay, if it makes you feel any better. A few of my friends will be coming along. They're lovely people, they won't judge you for your taste. Will you invite Amy as well? I really want to know Amy. I know them for a few years, trust me. Natsuki helps turn this away. She doesn't look particularly convinced. And Yuri, I know it's a scary thought, but I thought out a way to ease you into it. Why don't we start with practicing our poems to each other in the club? No way! Monica, this is too sudden. If you can't recite your poems in front of the clubs, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? But Monica, there's just gonna be something else we can do. Yuri nods vigorously as Natsuki's word, anxiety written all over her face. But guys, Cyrus, don't cry. No, Cyrus, it's okay. If you guys really think that we can do better than approach his performance, then I'd like to go along with the alternative. So any ideas? An awkward silence fills the room. We all glance at each other anxiously before Sayori finally speaks up. But first of all, Sayori, don't cry. Oh, we could. Sayori doesn't think so to herself for a moment. Wait, no, never mind. That wouldn't work. Once again, the room was in silence. Well then, I guess we can't come up with something different after all. Like at last, attempting to ease the tension in the rooms. I know you guys might not be the most on board with this idea, but I think it's our best option. Please guys, please. Onegai. Please stop pressuring us. I'm honestly surprised Natsuki putting up such a resistance. I knew she was a little hard-headed, but even still. I'm not pressuring you, Natsuki. Both have raised their voice. Yuri looks a little startled and Sayori looks anxious to intervene. Guys, please, there's no need to get angry. Can we just discuss this normally? Monica reflects on Sayori's words, looking a little ashamed of her outburst. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to raise my voice. It's just this festival is important to me at all. That's all. Ever since I created this club, I always wanted to show other people's. Natsuki, Yuri, I imagine you were both a little apprehensive when I found John, right? Although he was an unfamiliar face. She smiles warmly at me. But look, he's integrating really well. She faced Natsuki. I mean, you two bonded over mangas, right? He asked you for a recommendation, and from what I could gather, you both share a common interest. Hey, it's not like we bonded or anything. It was just nice to find someone else who liked manga. That's all. She just a look at Yuri. Of course, how silly me to forget. Anyway, maybe some of these new members might also be a manga enthusiasts. Who knows? Surely you like being able to share your passion with other people, right? Natsuki shrugs half-heartedly. That's what that'd be cool, yeah. Monica beams. See, that's exactly my mentality. Wanting to share things you like with new people. Same things here. I really like to play games, and I'm not afraid to share it, even though that the outcome is not gonna end well. But you know, hobbies. Yeah, I know that. It's just, there really no other ideas? Remember, poetry sport performance are a pretty big part of these clubs. We want to show people what our meetings are really like. If we just give our posters or show them our poems in writing only, it wouldn't really be a fair reflection. Seeing that there's no real way she's going to win this, Natsuki sits back and grumbles something under her breath. So what do you think, guys? For me, for us, fine. Still don't think this is a good idea, but fine, I'll do it. Just stop guilt tripping us. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. And you, Yuri? Yuri nervously glanced at each of our expectant faces. But Monica, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us or laugh? I mean, people will laugh. That's what I'm guessing. I mean, I've been through this situation like most of the time. When I'm writing any essays or any poems in my own language, people will laugh because I'm really bad. And my life is really bad as well. I'm not surprised Yuri is worried about this. Oh, don't you worry if anyone steps out of line. I'll put a swift stop to that. She had a stern glint in her eyes, and I had not to repress the shivers. I'm glad she was with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear that she's still worried. She swallows and nods. I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I? I shake my head. Yuri, you have no choice. You cannot get away with this. Just get along with it. Okay, I'll do it. Just get over it. Yay, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be not living on me. Same right here. I don't know what you're trying to do. I mean, something bad's gonna happen, right? I know you'll do great, Yuri. Just trust me. But anyway, let's move back onto the main event. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other's. Yuri and Natsuki exchange an easy glance, but don't say anything. Don't worry, I'll go first so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips into her notebook, searching for specific poems. Here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. It's something different. I remember this is something different from the original game. Monica begins reciting her poems. Her clear, confident voice fills the rooms. Her eyes move across the page and sings with the lips. Every word has the perfect amount of emotion put behind it, making the poems almost come to life. Her inflections is extraordinary. I'm impressed, and judging by the quick glance around me, so is everyone else. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Even Natsuki, once sour attitude is replaced by an awe. I mean, Yuri is still nervous about this, right? Finally, Monica finished the recitation. The flowers applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. I mean, that's a deserve sacrifications. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yep. Sayori jumps up from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room. Suppose go how did you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone like you're reciting to yourself, like looking at the mirrors. Did your poem come out in the best that way? Oh, I think I get it. Sayori nods to herself. Anyway, this poem's called My Middle. But this is the same. Sayori, are you... So far, Sayori is just used the same from the original games. Sayori, are you even trying? Sayori begins reciting her poems. It seems that if her soft voice is a perfect match. As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to her other ones. It's peaceful yet somber at the same time bittersweet, you could call it. Hearing the poems in Sayori's voice almost gave it an entirely new meaning. I think this is what Sayori means when she say she liked my poems. It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely. Sayori finished and we all applaud. I did? Yep, good job. Sayori beams as she walks back to her seat. So who'd like to go next? Natsuki, Yuri and I look at each other nervously. We all embarrassed. I open my mouth but Yuri beats me to a punch. Ako, nice, thanks for showing initiative, Yuri. Yes. Yuri rushes over to the podium, clutching a sheet of papers in her hands. This poem is gold. Yuri freezes as she looks up at us. You can do it, Yuri. So cold. After image of the crimson eyes. It's the same from before. Yuri begins to recite poems. Her voice is shaking at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happened when she gets absorbed in her books. The shy and apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like a maze in its structures, with twists and turns every line, but Yuri is unfazed and enunciates with each word with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished, everyone is done. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she would be wider even herself. Monica is the first to start applauding. So this is a different is that I'm not the one who actually is the first to start making applaud. Is there a character exchange? Sheepishly, I follow along as soon the club room is filled with the sound of applause. Yuri ducks her head in embarrassment and shy smile creeping over her face. Yuri, that was really good. Yuri, that was really good. And like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Thanks for sharing. Thanks. Guess you're really done for the day. So who would like to go next? Natsuki? Or should I go before iPhong? It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let iPhong lower everyone's standards before I go. Natsuki? Monica has done to chastise her, shooting me a sympathizing look. That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize to iPhong. Natsuki's face turns red as the girls all turn to look at her. I decide to spare Natsuki from the embarrassment. Hey, it's really no big deal. I end up going at some point anyway, might as well do it now. The thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from. I just had to go one word for today. Instead in front of the podiums, everyone has their eyes on me, making my ear feel terribly awkward. Take deep breaths. In my head, I repeat myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting to yourself. Alone. My house is the first thing that comes to mind when I think of being alone. The scene rapidly develops in my head, like I'm recording a recent memory. I'm sitting alone at my desk. A dim light hanging from the ceiling gives a warmth to the room. In front of me is the poem that I just finished. The ink from my pen is still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin to recite it out loud. Why is suddenly being quiet now? While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try to put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing up my bedroom walls. Why is suddenly quiet? Okay, now it's not. As I finish, the sounds of applause pulls me out my daydream. So I was daydreaming. I'm back in the club room, standing at the podium while the girls politely applaud my performance. That was good, iPhong, I guess. Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather to your lack of confidence that weighs you down. That's something that improves you over time though, so don't worry. Yeah, okay. Thanks. Alright then. That's just leave you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. As she said this, Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podiums. The poem is called Stop looking at me. But you're presenting. You don't have to stare straight into my soul though. So she takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. I actually find it really funny when Natsuki is saying that you don't have to stare straight into my soul though. I'm not gonna lie, like every time I was into a conversation and I having to say something and people just look straight into my eyes. I mean, come on, eye contact is important, but you just looking straight into your soul, like it's something so weird. Jumbo. Natsuki takes a breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy into it. The rhymes ties into each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with the rhythm, seemingly making the poem come alive. Natsuki's signature style works exceptionally well and read out loud. She quickly finishes and helps as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her. That wasn't so bad, was it? She stares at her poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Oh well, that's what we're going to do at the festival, so do you at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd? Yeah, I guess, not like there's any other choice. I guess it'd be easier doing it in front of other people. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. True. But when it's my friend, it's just embarrassing. I mean, come on. Friends know you better than strangers. I mean, families know you better than strangers, so whenever you talk something, they just gonna judge you. Like they know you really well. Sad life. But I still hate the idea we have to perform. She mutters that the last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it. I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole other level. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival. Well, at least for now, since she is basically outvoted and I can't come with another idea anyway. Really, that's a surprise. For me, it's the other way around. Having all those people looking at you, judging you. I don't like thinking about it. I can relate to that. Yuri murmurs quietly. The thought of so many eyes observing your every move all at once. She just up shaking her head. Well, that's just how it is, so. Natsuki sighs in frustrations. Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank all of you for performing. It might be difficult, but now we have a general idea of what it will be like. We'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend. I should probably find a different poem to recite. I know you prefer it if we use our own poetry, but I'm probably going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something. Whatever makes you feel comfortable, I found. I already pleasantly surprised that you are putting all this effort into the clubs. No expectation, huh? More like any effort put in makes me happy in general. Monica smiles at me and then turns to smile to everyone else. That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last minute plans. Anyway, I think about that's it for today. Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, alright? Okay. I know the festival is coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days and I'd like it to continue. Tomorrow we finalize who's doing what for the festival and then we have the weekend to prepare. Remember we have till Monday. Yeah. I can imagine that in the original games already. It will be so much fun, I can't wait. We all stand up packing away our things, however Monica's voice stops us. Oh, and guys, she paused, throwing a strand of her hair in her hand. This clothes does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best. In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly while Sayori wears a holiday smiles. Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this. That's okay. Monica, nothing to thank us for. We really appreciate what you make for us. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this. I can do this, I can do this. Yeah, I love it here. We get to spread this cozy little place to other peoples. Yeah, it's all good, Monica. Alright. I stand up and grab my bag. While I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica and Sayori about festival. Yeah, I can put the little daydream stunt again. I think I'll be alright. It's for the sake of the clubs. Not to mention to impress the girls. I mean, come on. Most boys are always thinking about the girls, but how about girls who playing these games? I don't know about you guys and girls, but what if girls are playing this game? Once I'm fully packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Ready to go? Yep. Jeez, don't you ever get tired of always working home with iPhong, Sayori? Hey, what that's supposed to mean? Oh, don't mind her, you guys are more adorable than anything. Alright. No need to make such a big deal about it. It must be really nice though. Yeah, I guess. Ah, jeez. Let's just go already, Sayori. Alright. Okay. The two of us began to walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Lost in thoughts, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori is being until we're almost back home. There's a lot going on in the club now, eh? I mean, I'm worried about Natsuki. Yeah, about this, but I think after what Yuri did in this episodes, I think Natsuki is willing to make peace for the next poems. At least, hope so, and I hopefully no more arguments. There's a lot going on in the club now, eh? I bet you're thinking about all your new vice presidents duties that you have to deal with when the clubs grow bigger. Yeah. Anything specific on your mind? Not really. Sorry, did you want to talk? I mean, we don't have to if you're thinking about stuff. No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we, never mind, it's not there. Sorry, is there something's wrong? You sound a little like Yuri right now. Oh yeah. Well, I guess I just have a question for you, iPhong. What's up? Sayori clears her throat before speaking. What's the matter, Sayori? So let's just say that one day Natsuki asked to walk home with you. Huh? What will you do? What kind of question is that? You're putting me on the spot here. I don't know this. Again, with this I totally forgot about this. I'm gonna save, just in case. I totally forgot about this. So far I haven't think about this situation yet. My God. What should I do? I don't know. Let me see. Natsuki asked to walk home with you. I mean, obviously, Sayori can join Natsuki too. I mean, you can ask some people to go home together. It's like multiples, not just two of us. I mean, if Natsuki asks, I mean, Sayori would have could join you. But I mean, it's just not two-way. I mean, you can have multiple friends. So I'm sorry, Sayori, but in this situation, the game's creator decided that I had to pick only one of them. But honestly, Natsuki can join you as well, Sayori. I mean, everyone wants to know each other's house address, right? So I think that would be fair for Natsuki. Working home with Natsuki, huh? Why does the thought that make my heart pound? I mean, I think I would be afraid of what she's do to me if I turn her down. Isn't she so cute and fun to be around? I guess so, yeah. You admitted it. But that still has nothing to do with what I said. Besides, what's the point of speculating about something that's never going to happen? I don't know. I guess it's just like to think about how different things are gonna be. Why though, even if I didn't work with her, it's not like you'll be replaced or anything. We'll still be friends, right? I mean, come on. So Ricky can still join in the go home club. Sayori looks distant. I guess the conversation shows up and I'm now feeling awkward. Why would she ask a question like that? I don't know. Does working home with me really mean that much to her? I guess so, yeah. Because Sayori is a child's friend. I mean, come on now. If it does, then I guess it shouldn't take it away from her. Sayori and I part away without saying any other words. I reach my house and open the door. I'm home, but why is the music so creepy? This part. What music is that? Why is the music start to be creepy now? Tadaima. ... What's going on? No response. I mean, I'm alone as usual. I'm about that part to myself. What's this going on? Talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of the manga or game. I must be going stir crazy. Same here. I mean, the music is starting to get intense. Mom's still out her business trip. She's never at home anymore. That's sad. I miss her. But I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinners. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Miso soup sounds good. It's sad to be alone. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some waters, and place some meals in the microwave. While I cook, my mind wandered back to my performance earlier. That daydream was so vivid, so realistic. Gary pulled up that performance again, but this time in front of the crowd. It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. I mean, come on, it doesn't make you feel like you're alone forever. I mean, you still have playing games and manga, so you're just still chatting online, right? But the music is making it so more intense. Think about it, I guess I've kind of been subconsciously isolating myself from people ever since the divorce. Wait, really? Wait, okay. Before even in some cases, I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything. It just happens. At least I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature clubs. It given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't anime or video games. Taking with the girls that has made me feel more appreciate, like more welcome and more outgoing as well. I mean, come on. I mean, everyone is just start to not count on the schools when you're going out or anything, and people just basically judge people are being shut in. So people just not count the school as is going out. I mean, if you're being part in the clubs, like it's great, like you have a good fun time chatting with other friends, with other people as well. It's just making feel like you get more involved into societies. It's a nice feeling, something that been missing from me ever since the divorce. This one. Maybe that's why Sayori likes working home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori. The more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. She says some pretty weird stuff, but I guess people just have their off days. Maybe she just changed a little bit over the years. Pretty normal, right? I have a bad feeling about this. I like to think I'd be able to tell something if something was up to with her, although given our recent distance, I'm not so sure. Sure, we started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that will change, and we'll go back to how we used to. Beep. I hope. Why with the beep? I hope. Why with the beep? Oh, we back with the chibi. Also, of course, I can see Monica as a chibi as well. But why she's not in the poem this poem writing? Okay, I have a bad feeling that something bad is going to happen. But for now, I'm just gonna leave this episode right here. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, it's really nice that Yuri is willing to open up to Natsuki and try to make peace. So, I believe that Natsuki is gonna willing to do the same things with Yuri. However, but I think for now, I think that Yuri just saying that I don't want to be with her. I guess she wants her personal space, but not in this way. Everyone has different opinions. Everyone has a different taste. Also, I gonna check the photos. There's nothing happens yet. Honestly, there's nothing happens in the photo yet. The characters still remain the same. 4 people still in the folders, and of course, there's nothing happens yet. So. Yeah. To be honest, I just feel bad because the choice you make in any types of games will not please everyone's, and honestly, so far that I guess people are just saying that one of the characters in the games may be a total a-hole. Into societies because people always think that visual novels and animes and movies are totally different from real life, and they just judge the personalities from the characters and just based on real life to test out if they can actually handle them those types of people in real life. But for me actually, I think Yuri is okay, but it's just she being too personal and just being in her own opinions. So just please get along with it, just like you did with Natsuki, and writing poems that Natsuki really wanted. And at first Natsuki kind of do the same things, but doesn't have guts enough to actually come up with Yuri. And Natsuki just writes straightforward poems and saying that she just don't get it. And finally, after confront with her like one-on-one, I don't think it's for me. I don't think it's a good idea to actually show the original poems to Yuri. but it would be better for actually Natsuki to write a secondary poems to actually show to Yuri instead. That way that would be better to solve the situation. But for now, I don't know if Natsuki gonna get away with this. But also Sayori asking a question that if it's just like asking mother or girlfriend being hang on to a cliff with just a tip of the fingers. Who would you save? And you can only save once. I mean, obviously because no matter how strong you are, you cannot actually just outplay anything, and you just save both of them. But yeah, I guess I have to pick one. But I think it will be more logical if Natsuki asks me to come home together. I mean, Sayuri could join in together as well. So I mean, it's still in both way, but since the game's creator not allow me to do so. Well, I have no choice. But anyway, guys and girls, thank you guys and girls so much for watching, and I hope in the next episode something bad will not gonna happen. But yeah, anyway, thank you guys and girls so much for watching, and as always, hasta la vista. A few episodes goes by, and who's still your favorite girl so far?